this program, we're here talking about Debt Buster 911. I'm here with Robert Carr. And Bob, thank you for joining us on the program. And we're enjoying a beautiful fire on a beautiful day. And let's talk about Debt Buster 911 and explain to people exactly what it is, because it is a business that really helps a lot of people. Give us an overview.
Yeah, it does. It gives the ability to get your life back. We all have issues. We all have problems. Some of it, it's nothing that we could help or do. And Debt Busters 911 gives you the opportunity to take back your life, and there is hope. In any situation, there's always something that you could do. With consumer rights and laws that just the general public does not know they have and understand them.
Now we're talking about debt and credit card debt. Correct. And just creditors, and maybe over time things have gotten out of hand.
Yes.
And maybe they're overloaded, they're getting some calls, things
Absolutely.
aren't working out. Let's talk about how you get involved and help people like that.
Well, we'll take it from the start, meaning that, you know, you call, you get a consultation, you get an advisor. An advisor will look and hear all your issues. Who's calling you? What are your main problems? Foreclosure, tax liens, bankruptcies. And then you have the other side of the fence is where you have the immediate issues. The collection agencies calling you, never stop harassing you, ruining your life, afraid to answer the phone. We take every one of those pieces and just deal with it. And every one of them, you have an option to fix it. It's just that you don't know how, and that's what we know what to do.
One of the things I love about what you've explained to me and all this is that you not only help them fix what's going on, but you deal with the credit report. It seems like everywhere you go these days, the credit report has something to do with how much insurance you pay, your premiums, your this, your that. So credit reports are more important than ever. Tell us about how that all plays together.
Well, your credit report, unfortunately, the society that we live in, that score means everything. You know, just because you have bad credit and a bad score, don't make you a bad person. But unfortunately, when you walk into a store or insurance, anything, they look at your score, and that's what you're going to be rated on. It doesn't matter why, how, what, you got that score. That's the way it is. We repair that. We fix it with a lot of different ways to do it and to bring it up to where you could get the things you deserve in life.
One of the things you told me was, you know, a person can start paying off all their bills, and they can even make a deal with the creditors on their own.
Yep.
But they forget one important aspect, and that is the credit report.
That's correct.
And if you do one without the other, well, you're not getting the right deal.
It's always nice to pay your bills. And we hear this all day long. You know, I want to do the right thing. I want to pay that bill. Well, that's fine, except that pay the right person. Paying the collection agencies might not work because, you know, on your credit report, instead of a charge-off, you'll get paid in charge-off. Well, basically, that's the same thing. You're not doing yourself any good by paying that bill. What we'll do is negotiate with that creditor to say, okay, I'll pay your bill, but I want a paid as agreed, or remove it from your credit report so that it's not a negative.
So if someone's looking at their life and saying, well, you know, I have a couple cards that aren't quite, I need help with, but the rest of it I can handle. Can you just work with part of their picture?
Absolutely. We could handle it with one issue, two issues, or all the issues. But most of the time, you're not going to be able to handle it because it's just, you're not aware of how to do it. And that's what we'll handle as much as you want us to handle, but I can guarantee that once you're in the program, you'll want to finish and complete it, because it's an easy process. So if we take care of your hard part, why not you let us take care of the easy one and let us go from A to Z?
Does there need to be some level of debt or distress before they call you? I mean,
Nope.
Maybe I'm not suffering enough, I should wait more. How does that work?
That happens. You know, people think that, but unfortunately is you know, if you're in debt for $1,000 or you're in debt for $1 million, the process is the same. So, you know, our clients are anywhere from you know, the regular working guy to a doctor, a lawyer, you know, a high-profile guy. The laws apply for both. So there really is no real reason to say, well, I'm not in enough debt, or I'm not bad enough. I just have one little thing or two little things. Doesn't matter. So if you're in bankruptcy or you have a couple of late payments, it's the same.
So really you work with people personally,
Yes.
as well as businesses. It does not matter to you.
It does not matter. You know, we have a 24-hour call. You call, you get an advisor. It doesn't cost you anything. You get a free consultation. You get your reports, and we'll tell you, you know, how much work you need to have done, or we'll tell you how bad or how good your report is. Most people don't even realize what's on their report. I mean, they have no idea until, well, you know, I went for a car loan and I normally get 0% interest rates, and they told me I had to go to 15 or 18 or denials.
Tell us about the process a little bit. It takes a little time. And do they still pay their bills? You don't pay their bills. You just advise them how to handle all this.
We take your life in our hands and we tell you what to do. We negotiate with all the creditors, we negotiate with the bureaus, and we'll negotiate with all the people that are after you, per se. And we'll take it from there. And all you do is wait for your mailman and pay who you to pay and not to pay. And we'll take care of it.
And you'll end up, like, how long of a process? How do you let people think about that?
Well, to complete the program, what we do is not with magic or mirrors. And if you hear anything like that, it's not real. It takes time. On an average account, it'll take anywhere from 6 to 9 months to complete. You know, because there are laws, and the laws are you only can dispute once in 30 days. And then you have to wait for the response, and then we have to state more law, and so it does take time, but it's well worth it. And if anybody could tell you they could do it sooner, it's just not real.
So let's you know, give us an overview of what we're talking about. We're talking about people that owe money, a lot of money, and you will help them not only to get that paid off and taken off, but taken off the credit report, and when they come out the other end, they're ready to do life.
Exactly. When you come out of the program, you're able to get financing, you're able to get out of foreclosure, you get, you know, tax liens, bankruptcies, all that is behind you. You know, you should be able to live your life. You shouldn't have to suffer with a bankruptcy or any type of negative on your report. Could stay on for 7 to 10 years.
Right.
Why should you live with that for 7 to 10 years? It's misleading. It doesn't give you credit worthiness of today or in the future.
I can't imagine why anyone wouldn't want to use this program. What if it's somebody who just went out to buy a home and they got turned down because their credit score just wasn't where it was supposed to be?
Absolutely. Or they bought the home and instead of a 5% interest rate, they were 12 or 13 or 14. You know, our high-profile clients, they basically get what they want, except that it's very, very costly. So, you know, from a 620 score to a 680 or 700 is a huge difference. From a 550 that you're not going to get it to a 620, 630. So, you know, it doesn't matter what range you're in. If you need the help, it's value to you.
We're out of time. Let's wrap it up. What do we want to leave people thinking about? Can they afford to do this? Is it costly? Wrap it up for us.
Anybody call. It's a 24/7 number. We're a national company. We're in all the states. You call, you get a representative. He'll get your credit report. He'll read it to you. He'll explain it to you, and you will get back your life. It's not expensive. We give you payment plans. It's not something where, you know, hey, I don't have the money today. We'll work with you. We'll give you a plan. We'll give you a payment plan. When you're done, there is hope, and it gets your life back. And you live the way you should deserve to live.
Are rude and mean creditors hunting you down, squeezing you for cash you can't afford to give? Do you feel cornered and humiliated every time the phone rings? It's time to eliminate your debt. Let DebtBuster 911 help by using our proven method to stop the calls and eliminate the debt and repair your credit score. Let us help you get your life back so you never have to deal with those bullies again. Call or visit us online for a free consultation.